everyone. This is Mark Lefebvre with Level Up Bootcamps. I want to give you a quick update on some things that came out on the CFA Institute website. The Level 3 exam, as you know, is going to be in May of 2021, November of 2021, and now August. Only this one time are they going to do an August exam for 2021. The exam window isn't open yet. They're still working on that. I think it's to get the glut of the candidates that kind of got backed up with a lot of the exam center closures in December of 2020. So be looking for, if you have not yet started for the May exam, might be a good time to kind of defer until maybe August for that very reason. There are some details about the computer-based exam. We know that you got about a half hour to sign in, sworn testimony that you ain't gonna cheat, things like that, a little tutorial on how the exam is gonna work. And then you've got 2 hours and 15 minutes for the constructed response in the morning, half an hour optional break at, in between, and then another 2 hours and 15 minutes following that. So a total of about 4.5 hours, 4 to 5, depending on if you can get out of there. You can only take the exam once every 6 months. That's really not a big deal for level 3. For level 1, that is. You just can't take it in sequential order. You have to put 6 months in between. So for the candidate that might be passing level 2 in May, you can't take the August exam. It would need to be in the December exam or to the next June or May. The exam format is going to be the same as before. It's going to be written by charter holders. And this is an important point, and this is something I make a big deal about. They specifically say on the website, all questions come directly from the CFA curriculum. Nowhere else, no exam notes from somebody else, no Q banks. They come from the curriculum. Now, all that other stuff helps, but you got to stick to the curriculum first because that's where it's going to be written from. Item sets will have between 4 to 6 questions per vignette. Each question will be 3 points. They said that if you needed to in an essay, if it asked for the calculation, you don't have to write a formula. They did say that there's an equation builder, and if you're so inclined and you want to build the equation and show them, be their guests. You can write out the steps if you want to in written format in the essay portion. And they did say that wrong answers don't count to anything that's incorrect. So how long is the essay? The essay is 2 hours and 15 minutes, 135 minutes total. Between 8 and 11 questions, could be anywhere from 8 to 11 questions. So, how you want to break that down is, the numbers on how you want to shift that around. You'll see a vignette, and then you'll have a space for your written response. I'm getting the feeling like the written responses are getting shorter and shorter, not as long as verbose as they used to be back in the old days. When I took the exam, literally you could write pages on the essay. We were given essay blue books like the old exams in college. Nowadays you got a box. So they're going to give you a box and allow you to write in that, type it probably, and that's what's going to happen. Something that is interesting that I want to make sure you capture is they did say that on the essay constructed response, there might be some item sets in there that you need to provide an answer. And you're like, oh, what, more items? No, it's easy. So if I said to you, identify whether the risk tolerance is lower, the same, or higher, lower would be A, same would be B, higher would be C. So it's just one way of taking what the old exam format in the essay that's always been there, circle the response, provide the justification. It's just now going to be a fill in the dot because you can't circle on an exam. Okay. The item sets in the afternoon, 44 questions, 3 points each. So if you really think about it, getting 3 points in the afternoon item set per question is kind of a heavy weight. You could write a constructed response question and spend a lot of time trying to get 3 points. So the afternoon item sets are really pretty critical as much as the morning essay. It's all critical. Now that they've shortened it up from 3 hours and 3 hours, 180 points, 360 points to, something far less, every point still matters, okay? So they said there'll be a vignette, and then for topics that they don't want to cover as much, they'll only put 4 questions. For the longer topics, they'll put 6 questions. So those are some of the updates that are on the CFA Institute website. So what I would do is I would go to the website, pick the drop-down menu, CFA exam, exam details and updates, and it's all right there for you. So I hope that kind of helps you kind of get some of the anxiety and the nerves that were associated with how this computer-based test is going to go. As I've been telling a lot of candidates, there's no sense in worrying. Everybody's going to have to take the same format, the same exam. Everybody's going to face the same challenges. So when it's a level playing field like that, don't worry about it. Everybody's going to be doing that. So when you worry and you have all that anxiety, you just don't perform as well. So just put that stuff to the side. Know you can do it. If you need help, come see me at Level Up Boot Camps. Use the Jumpstart videos, do our virtual boot camps that we're going to be doing this spring, and I'll help you make it one and done. Thanks.